Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo! What's going on, guys? What an interesting Sunday, man. Oh, man, what an interesting Sunday. We got a lot to talk about today, man. Let's have a little fun. Let's see what's going on in the charts, and let's do it. Let's do it, man. Come on, let's go. Woo! Nope. Oh, yes. Precisely, yes. I totally don't want to ruin crypto. I believe in the future of cryptocurrency, and I think we have a great idea for regulation coming on for crypto. We're not doing anything sketchy whatsoever. What's going on, guys? It's CZ. I'm announcing I am about to sell approximately about $2 billion worth of FTT. I'm going to try not to wreck the market while doing it, but if I do it anyways, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Well, shit. What's going on, guys? What's going on, man? Hey, what can you do? What can you do, man? I mean, we can't win in this, man. Anyways, what's going on, guys? Happy Sunday. Before we get into the charts, hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. And I wanted to talk about the long-term charts today, but, we still will talk about the longer-term charts. But now we all of a sudden got this Binance, FTT, we got this CZ versus Sam Bankman-Fried battle going on right now, which is causing a little bit of headwinds in the market. And you're seeing altcoins come down a little bit. You're seeing Bitcoin come down a little bit. It's nothing crazy. I know I'm a little bit off, by the way. I know I'm a little bit off with sort of the daily close today. I'm sure as hell... Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam Bitchman-Fried, if you ask me. Anyways, I guess CZ's kind of doing it too, but hey, That's just my opinion. Yeah, it is what it is. I know I'm a little bit off. The U.S. had a time change today, so I got to figure out what the best time is. I probably will go to 6:30 U.S. time instead of 7, because I know it's an hour later for all the guys over in Europe and the other places of the world too. So I'm probably going to do 6:30 going forward here for the night streams after today. Right? Today was Sunday. Hey. You know, it is what it is. Go Patriots, by the way. The Patriots won a little today, so that was freaking awesome. 5-4, bitch. Patriots Eagles Super Bowl. Calling it right now. Come on, man. Let's see. Don't start with the can't hear, man. Don't start. I know you can't. I know you can't. Let's see. You want to end like Kanye? Don't speak like that. Anyways, what's going on with BTC, guys? I mean, to be honest, Bitcoin, I mean, it's dropped from the 20,939. I mean, at this point, okay, you've got a little bit of a drop. I would say at this point, we should be, I guess, a little bit cautious here. So far, right? Here's what we'll say so far for the Bitcoin price. So far, all right? It looks like as of right now, we're sort of trying to get some support on this high. Will it hold? Let's see, man. Let's see what we got going on here. Obviously, there's a lot of shit going on around right now, and you know, obviously we'll see what happens next. Now, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Going into tomorrow, I didn't want to talk short-term charts today. Of course, the one day I wanted to not talk about short-term charts at all and just talk about long-term. That's where we get some short-term price action. It is what it is, man. You can't make this shit up. This shit is rigged. There is a whale that is 100% watching the stream. I am absolutely convinced that there's a whale out here watching the stream. Does anyone see a whale? I don't know, man. I don't know if it does. Same price every day. You can make that argument, that's for sure. All right, so what are we looking for Bitcoin, guys? What are we looking for Bitcoin? All right, so let's just do some basic things here and look for some basic levels, right? I mean, the first level we want to see Bitcoin hold. We want to see Bitcoin hold the previous highs, right? So we got a high over here from the 27th of October. We got a high here from the 29th of October. Obviously, that's just common sense. We want to hold the previous highs. I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to tell you that, but that is the first level we want to see held. Other than that, we'll do a quick Fibonacci, right? Let's take this previous swing low from 20K up to the $21,500 high, right? We look at our fibs here. We got the 0.5 fib, the 0.618, and the 0.786. The three most common, retrace to fib levels for Captain BTC. Which one will hold? Now, you can make the argument that, you could still make the argument that, Bitcoin, if it doesn't hold this level, you can make the argument you still got this wick down here on this vector candle. Right? You see this little wick? You see this little wickaroo? You can make the argument you got a little wick down here to take on the 4-hour time frame, which would match up pretty well with the 786 retracement and which match pretty well with this upward sloping trend line coming up like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Would match up pretty well with that as a possible support level, right at about 20,350. So, all in all, let's watch. Let's kind of discuss and see what we see for Bitcoin on the stream. And hey, man, could we get a little volatility? Could we get a little volatility on the stream? That would be nice. It would be better than anything. Right now, Jabba already got liquidated, but he can party a little bit right now. Guys, I told you Bitcoin was going to dump. I've been telling you that since 18K, but I'm finally right. Yes, guys, let's party. I was all out of money, but, I didn't short the top because I got liquidated already, but time to party, bears. Come on. You guys can't party to this music? Only I can? Oh, okay. Oh, Lord. Look at everyone in the chat, man. It's crazy how one day can change everyone's sentiment, man. Holy Lord. Guys, listen, there's a time and place. What have I consistently said? I will not get uber freaking shivering in my timberees until Bitcoin breaks 20K. Nothing's changed, man. This is what Bitcoin's done so far. Listen, I get there's FUD, right? I get CZ's coming out. I get Sam Bankman-Fried's coming out looking like a weirdo, man. going on, guys? That's Sam Bankman-Fried. Yeah, I like Fritos. To be quite frankly, I like putting Fritos up my nose, and it's very salty. And I don't like it on my tongue, but I like putting Fritos up my nose. Yeah, that's what I like doing in my spare time. Yeah, we got Sam Bankman-Fried. Here it is, man. All right, here it is. Everyone, I was still looking around the cryptoverse. Everyone was still, I guess, relatively bullish. Not just a couple hours ago, and here's everyone getting, oh my God, look at Bitcoin bumping. Until Bitcoin breaks 20K, do some como sa, do some womo sa, do some womo sa. All right, do some womo sa. What did we say? You get these big things, people start freaking out. Wait till Bitcoin breaks 20K. Bitcoin breaks 20K, okay, that ruins the whole setup. That ruins the whole daily setup that we've had, right? Which is basically Bitcoin trying to hold previous highs, right? And trying to flip it into support. Right now, you're still above 20K, right? You're getting a little bit of a dog. I mean, listen, on the day, Bitcoin was down, well, on the day, 2% on the day. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Listen, chill, do some como sa. Until Bitcoin breaks 20K, don't be like, oh my God. All right? Because if you're going, oh my God, it means you're probably still a little bit over leveraged, and you probably didn't take profits on the altcoins that you should have on the way up. It is what it is. All right? So chill. Let's see what everyone's saying in the ear. Sam, you damn. Listen. I would put equal blame on Sam and CZ. That's just me. You guys might hate me for that opinion, but hey, CZ knew what he was going to do if he announced what he did. Now, obviously, he has business reasons to do what he did, right? But him doing that, he knew exactly what he was going to cause, man. He was going to cause some fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Of course he knew that, right? But hey, here we are. Obviously, he has business reasons. He has to do what he has to do. And if he doesn't agree with Sam Bankman-Fried in the long run, it's better to do it now, or get out of this now than it is later, in my opinion. Let's just get it over with. Get out of that bullshit, and then we'll kind of get over that. Let's see. Let's see what you guys are saying in here. I wouldn't dump with anyone else. Oh Lord. Sam is manipulation. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. You guys are funny in the chat, man. Oh, man. Everyone that was bearish at 18K was bullish yesterday. Hey, it is what it is, man.
Rant alert.
It's what it is. All right. Like we said, guys. Nothing's changed. Until Bitcoin breaks 20K, everyone's going to be bearish today, just like everyone was bearish at the FOMC date. FOMC, everyone got super bearish, right? Oh my God, look at the FOMC. And then Bitcoin ended up bouncing back up. Once again, we'll see if Bitcoin holds, and we'll kind of go from there, right? We'll kind of go from there. Anyways. What else we got going on? I mean, overall, my target was 21.7. We went to 21.5, got pretty freaking close. So, hey, it is what it is. You miss it by $200. Listen, most people down here were calling for 10K. It is what it is. You can't hate on it, man. We got $200 away from the freaking level, man. We're looking for. Hey, it happens, man. Doesn't mean it's over, but here we are. Anyways, I wanted to talk about longer term charts today. It's just gonna be hard to freaking do it. Oh, man, it's annoying, man. For one day, I wanted to hop on here. For one freaking day, man. Wow, this is freaking bullshit. I wanted to talk about longer-term charts today. And freaking CZ. God, man. You have to pick today of all days to do it on a Sunday? People are trying to watch football. People are trying to have fun today. And you ruined everyone's Sunday. Thanks, CZ. You couldn't have done this on a Wednesday? Everyone hates Wednesdays. God, man. You do it on a Sunday. Everyone's just trying to have fun and relax. Now you're making everyone stressed out. God, man. CZ, man. Oh, Lord. Lordy. Let's see. BTC in full troll mode. Hey, some BTC's in full troll mode, man. Let's see. Strap shop, we're going to the doom. Oh Lord. Look at how fast everyone changes, man. It's crazy. Holy Lord. I'm just watching the chat today. It's pretty funny. Look at the chat today, man. Everyone was bullish 2 days ago. On Friday, everyone was partying. Holy moly. Tomorrow morning, 21.3. Listen, what I know is, here's what I know, okay? When everyone gets super bearish, okay? When everyone gets super bearish, the market usually does the opposite. That's what I've seen the last couple of weeks. Let's friggin' wait and see, all right? Obviously, right now, the troll is going to come out. Oh, look at the Bitcoin price. It's dumping. You know? We've seen this multiple times. It is what it is. I guess that comes with the territory, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Just entered a couple longs. People are mad today. Holy moly. Why is everyone mad? Let's see. Hola, peeps. Almost like different viewers on Red and Green days. It is. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Everyone's mad today. It's crazy, man. You hop on 2 days ago, everyone's having a cheery time. Now everyone's mad. You gotta love this market, man. You gotta love this market. There's never a dull day. There's never a dull day in this market, man. It is what it is. Anyways, let's I guess talk some other stuff. Let's talk some other stuff and have some fun, man. Come on, guys. Cheer up a little bit. Holy moly, Bitcoin was down 2% yesterday. Chill. Do some como sa. Holy moly, man. Do some como sa. Jordan, you bullish. Bitcoin's down 2%. Come on, man. All right. Anyways, let's jump back in some charts. Let's jump back into some charts and discuss what we got going on. All right. So what's Bitcoin doing? So we just had the weekly close, right? Bitcoin just closed inside the bear market resistance band, right? And we said, this is based off previous times, right? The bear market resistance band can be sometimes a tough cookie to crack for BT Sizzle, right? So we're in the bear market resistance band. We got pretty close to that 618 retracement on the daily, which was, we got pretty close to the 786, which was right around 21,700. We went to 21,500. Okay, 200 points. It is what it is. We find ourselves at the bear market resistance band. Here it is. Now, to me, I mean, it's gonna be panic, blood in the streets. Oh my freaking God. Listen, I get it, right? And we've sort of talked about, okay, the only way Bitcoin's gonna go lower, all right, is if you see a big black swan event. Now, listen, I'm not an idiot. If Alameda goes under, that's not going to be good for crypto, right? We all know this. I think if anyone pays attention to the markets, we know this. We saw what 3AC liquidation did to the market, right? So obviously, you got to keep that in the back of your mind, right? We all know this. Keep that in the back of your mind, obviously, right? Don't just throw that away. Don't think that's a possibility. If you invest without the thinking that it could go lower, right? That's when you're going to get wrecked. And that's when you're going to be salty. If you invest with the thought process that the price could still go lower, you're not going to be salty. I can always tell in the chat when people are salty that there's too overinvested in the market every single time. Don't be salty. If you're salty in the chat, it means you're overinvested. All right. So don't be overinvested. All right. That's always rule number one when it comes to these markets. 100%. Don't be overinvested, man. Anyways, let's jump back into the price here. So, obviously, today it's going to be like, oh my God, look at the Bitcoin price. Listen, I get it. I can see it, right? Let's look at some other stuff real quick. So the DXY, obviously, last week, the DXY, right? That got capitulated, but dumped like 2% down, right? Got capitulated down 2%, right? Bearish engulfing candle on the DXY. let's see what that looks like going into tomorrow, right? Because I get it. Everyone's going to get bearish on crypto. Everyone's going to get bearish on this, right? But people still don't understand that before today, right? Everyone was kind of calling for a midterm rally on the stock markets, right? Everyone was saying, all right, the DXY looks like it's going to get rejected. And now all of a sudden you get a little bearish news on crypto and it's like the whole markets are going to tank. Listen, the rest of the market doesn't care about crypto, man. All right? So, once again, you can let the FUD get to you. If it happens, it happens. But if you let every FUD get to you, you would have thought that every FOMC meeting was going to dump crypto below 18K. And you would have been wrong every single freaking time, selling support and shorting support every single freaking time. It's facts. Go look at the dates. You would have been wrong every single time. So, here's the deal. Let's zoom out a little bit. Forget what's going on in the market today. All right, we're not going to talk about today. We're throw today out. It's so annoying, man, because of course today has to be the day where I want to talk longer term charts, and Bitcoin wants to do this, and CZ and Sam Bankman-Fried wants to do this. Holy moly, man. Let's see. The day could be a flag. Let's I love the market. I love people today, man. I love people today. Mom found the poop stock. The poop stock. Let's see. Every single time. Let's do some stuff here. Let's do some stuff. So right now I'm kind of ranting right now because right now, I mean, we can talk charts all you want, but if people are gonna get like, say, oh my God, we're going to 0, 10K is coming, right?
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
That's what you see today. You know. Let's see. Horse guy needs to rant on CZ. On CZ. Tomorrow, guys, I have an awesome Reddit post that I want to show you, just to show the absolute desperation of people right now. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you this Reddit post, right? And this showed me all I need to know. All I need to know, you know? It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Anyways, let's zoom out a little bit. Because I told you guys this a million times. Do I care about the 1 hour charts, the 4 hour charts? No. This shit right here is meant to distract you from the bigger picture. This right here does not matter. It doesn't matter, man. This 1 hour chart does not matter. This 1 hour candle right here does not matter. If you go to the weekly, you won't even see any 1 hour candle. Relax on the 1 hour candles, man. All right. Oh, this is the 4 hour candle, which is still pretty small, to be honest. But let's see what happens with this. Let's look at some other stuff. All right. As we always like to say, right? Let's ignore the noise. Okay. I get that there's noise, and I get that everyone's going to be super, super panicked and all that stuff today. And I don't know if today's the best day to go over this stuff. I don't know if it is, because people are going to say, oh, do you see what's going on with the markets? And I get it. People are going to call me an idiot and all this stuff because you guys got what's going on right now. But hey, do I care? No, I don't care. Because everyone, I'm not going to rant about this because you guys will be salty. But everyone that told me that 3 years ago was calling me an idiot. That's all I have to say. Anyways, let's go over here. So the monthly chart. All right, let's start with the monthly. Let's ignore the noise. Holy moly. Let's ignore the noise, man. All right, let's start with the monthly chart. Let's look at the basic stuff we've been looking at forever. All right, which is basically what's happened in the past. All right. God. Let's show what's happened in the past. All right. So let's just start with the basic indicators, right? The RSI and the MAC Dizzle. The MAC Dizzle and the RSI. What do we got for the MAC Dizzle and the RSI? Well, when the monthly MACD starts to flip back over positive, that means the bottom has already come in. Let's mark it off real quick. Let's just mark it off like this, like a little hot potato. All right. That's when it started to flip back over. Bottom was already in. RSI got to a 40. Bottom was already in. And I mean, you have right here. This is another one that you can talk about. I mean, everyone's looking at these same indicators, and you know, it's what you got, right? There's only so many indicators you can look at. So if other people look at the same stuff, listen, there's 100 people looking at the same shit. All right, so it is what it is. There's only so many indicators you look at, unless you're going you're digging really deep and going crazy, you know. But right? When the 10 and the 20 month moving averages cross, right? The monthly MACD starts to flip back over. The RSI is at a 40. That means the bottom was already in, right? So we saw all those happen there. You can't argue that. It is what it is. It's on the charts. We're going to ignore the noise. It is what it is. Same thing here, all right? Monthly MACD starts to flip back over. Monthly RSI is at a 40. 20 and 10 moving average cross. Bottom was already in. All right, let's keep it rolling here. Let's keep it rolling. I love trolling everyone today, man. Everyone's a know-it-all, man. What I always like to say is when everyone's calling for the same thing, look at the chat today, man. Look at the freaking chat. Look at the chat. When everyone's calling for the same thing, that's not gonna happen, man. The herd's never correct. Never. Holy moly. Anyways, let's go over here. So, when the 10 and the 20 month moving average cross, the monthly starts to come back up in the MACD, and you get to a 40 on the RSI, which was right here, right? The bottom was already in when all those things happened, right? We've seen all those things happen on the monthly, right? It is what it is, and that's the thing, right? That's the thing. So here we wait. And this is a monthly chart, right? I don't care about what happens on the 1 hour time frame. I don't care what happens on the 2 hour time frame. I don't care what happens on the 3 hour time frame, the 4 hour time frame, the 5, the 6. Those are meaningless. You can't see them on these charts. All right. So zoom out. I know you guys are all looking at this right now. Like, oh my God, look at this. Look at this 1 hour time frame candle. Cool. Right? If Bitcoin comes all the way back down to 20K, that doesn't change anything. To be honest, if Bitcoin comes all the way back to 19K, that doesn't change anything. And in the grand scheme of things, it didn't change anything, you know? All right, I'm gonna keep ranting today, man. Leave us alone in the chat. Let's see. You were calling a pump because everyone was bearish. We did pump. My target was 21.7. We went to 21.5. Bada bing, bada boom. I call that a W, no? Pump it. You know, it is what it is. There we go. All right, let's come back over here. So let's go back to the monthly time frame over here. So that's the monthly. Listen, like, there's not too much else to say on the monthly besides you got to patiently wait. What I'll say is whenever you're at the lows, I mean, you could say really any lows, whether it's a local low or a macro low. Do we really know? No. I'm just going based off what I've seen in the past. It's never going to be comfy. Everyone's going to be panicking. I'll show you exactly what I mean. And actually, I'll bring up 3 Reddit posts tomorrow. Because Reddit basically is going to tell you what the common person is thinking. And I'll tell you it's not very pretty. So you got the lows here. It's not going to be pretty there, man. You got the lows here. It's not going to be pretty. Everyone's going to be bearish. Everyone's going to think it's going to be going 50 or 60% lower. That's the common nature of the market. Just like when you're at the highs, everyone's going to think it's going to 100K. You know, and if you don't think it's going to go 100K, you're an idiot. Just like I think right now, right? If you think the bottom is in, everyone calls you an idiot. Just like if you didn't think it was going to 100K up here, everyone was calling you an idiot. I guess it's not pretty to go against the general narrative, right? But if history is true, you know, based off if you have everything that's in your favor, it is beneficial to go against the herd. If everything's up in your favor, not just because, okay, everyone's bearish here, let's get bullish. No, if everything you look at is what you normally look at, then that's the time you want to go against the herd, at least a little bit. Hey, let's see what everyone's saying in the chat, man. Let's see. Alpy, stop trolling today, man. Stop trolling today, man. Let's see. If the bottom was in, Caruno said that was a pump. I mean, yeah. I mean, there was multiple alts that did 2Xs, man. I mean, if you missed out, that wasn't my fault. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Can you do the 20 and 100 moving average in the weekly? Yeah, we can do that. We can definitely do that, man. All right, let's come back over here. So, I mean, it's the same thing on the weekly time frame, right? Pi cycle bottom. You got the cross here. You know, obviously, This stuff is never, it's not going to work forever. At some point, it's not going to work. But I told you guys this a million times. When this pops up again, okay? When this pops up again, all right? I'm not going to ignore it this time. Why? Because I told you guys, on the highs, I ignored it, right? Hold on, let me bring up the pi cycle top. We're just going to look at every single thing today. The short-term time frame to me, man, okay, cool. Bitcoin's at 20,900. I mean, who knows what it'll be in 5 hours, you know? So hold on real quick. Let me go back to over here. So I ignored, and I told myself, Jordan, hold on. Let me find it. Pi cycle top. Let me see. Let me get the good one here. There's a good one that actually, there we go. So up here, you guys remember, I mean, if you guys are watching the channel all the way back here, you probably remember me making a video saying, I don't think the pi cycle top is going to work. You probably remember me making a video about that. And you know what? I'm willing to admit I'll eat those words, right? I mean, I ignored it, right? I saw the top here. I saw the top here. I saw the top here. And right here, which was the exact top, right? I ignored it. Now, I'm happy that I did because it ended up going up higher eventually. But that's not the point, right? I ignored it at this point where I could have taken some profits and I could have bought lower, but I didn't, right? It happens, you live and you learn. But I told myself, when this one happens at the lows again, I'm not going to ignore it. Why? Because that's your emotions. Your emotions are saying it's not going to happen again. Look at everything around you, man. Look at everything around you. Holy moly, man. Look at everything around you. Well, here we are. Look at everything around you. Everything's crumbling, as it seems, right? And we got the pi cycle bottom indicator there. Am I going to ignore it this time? I'm not going to do it, man. I'm not going to do it. And guys, I'm just telling you the way I'm rolling here. If you don't want to roll this way, you do you. I'm just telling you the way that I roll because I'm not going to make that mistake again. All right? I'm not going to do it. So that's I mean, that's really it for the pi cycle bottom. It's a very simple indicator, 2 moving averages crossing, and that's really all I'm watching for that, right? I'm not going to ignore it this time because it popped up again, pretty much exactly where the lows were. All right? How am I going to ignore it when the pi cycle top was accurate again? How am I going to ignore it, man? You're not in the same macro. Let's see. 0 is the only number we should watch for. Oh, God. Let's see. Don't ignore Jordan. Too awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely true, Mr. Hart. But, like, I know what you guys are saying. Like, you're just saying, okay, if just because it popped up here doesn't mean it has to. But what are you basing off of? Like, what's going to be the point where you guys are like, you know, here's the point where I'm going to go in. You know what I mean? What are you guys waiting for? I know you guys say, I'm going to wait for the Fed pivot. Usually when that happens, it's I mean, not already too late, but, you know, the market's forward looking, man, you know? So I know you guys are waiting for this perfect opportunity. You think it's just going to pop right into a cloud and it's just going to be like, wow, look at this, man. We just popped into a perfect cloud. You know, that's not how the market works. You know, before the market gets better, the market's going to move up or stagnate at a level, which I don't think we're going to the moon here, guys. I think sometimes when people call for a bottom, right, they think people are calling for the moon. No, to me, I think it's more likely we stay in this range for a significant period of time, as I've kind of said. I don't think we're going to 40K, 45K, 50K anytime soon. I think it's more likely we just range sideways here, right? We get FUD, right? We get little bear market rallies. We get FUD, we come back down, right? We get little bear market rallies, we come back down, right? I mean, that's all I'm really expecting here. That's it. Let's see. 17.5. Michael D said 13. Let's see. I'm buying spot, no waiting. But at the same time that I'm shorting on the futures. Nice. Brian, that's very true, man. That's very true. If Satoshi sells all his Bitcoin too, it's going down too. You know what I mean? I could say the same thing. You know, if Satoshi sells all his Bitcoin tomorrow, it's going down. You could say that at any point. Let's see. Hope Jordan knows we're all trolling. I know you guys are trolling, you know, which most of you guys are trolling, you know, which it is what it is. Let's see. But I was going to, whether the market was up or down today, this was what I was going to do today, right? I'm not doing this to troll. I wanted to look at longer term charts today. That's it. Because I'm tired of looking at the short term charts, honestly. At this point, it's kind of boring, to be honest. So that's what I wanted to do today. Whether the market was up or down, of course, today has to go down. So everyone's going to be like, oh, but if I did it 2 days ago, it would have been like, yeah, you know, that's crypto for you. But anyways, that's what I got on the Pi cycle bottom. Let's ignore that and let's kind of do the thing here. So you will own nothing and you'll be happy. True. So here we go. So the RSI, weekly RSI, same deal, right? Whenever the weekly RSI got oversold, that meant the market was obviously oversold, right? And need a little bit of cool down. Now, you could argue that, you know, sideways action is cool down, right? So you can have accumulation sideways, you can have distribution sideways, which, I mean, listen, just because the RSI is oversold doesn't mean it can't get oversold again. I know that. I'm not an idiot. I know that just because it goes down here doesn't mean it's just going to go to the moon straight up. Obviously not. Come on. I'm not an idiot. But at the same point, I look at what's happened in the past and I say, okay, it got oversold in the weekly here. That marked the bottom. It got oversold in the weekly here. That marked the bottom. It got oversold in the weekly here. That, so far, right, despite everything that's happened in the past 5 months, has been the bottom. All right, despite the past 4 CPI prints where everyone was calling for 14K, despite the past 4 FOMC meetings where everyone's calling for 14K, despite 2 earnings that everyone was calling for 14K, it's held so far. So who's to say it's not going to hold anymore? Who's to say? You? Me? No one's saying that, right? But here we are. We're still holding it. So at the end of the day, I mean, you can argue it until it breaks. If it breaks, cool. I mean, that's when it's broken. But up until this point, it hasn't, you know? So there it is. Same thing that, what is it? The hash ribbon signal, right? So the hash ribbons. So basically, when miners capitulate, right? That's cool. And then you get the buy signal on the hash ribbons. Okay, so you're looking for that capitulation by the miners, which you got. Then you wait for the buy signal. Whenever you've gotten that buy signal on the hash ribbons, you can go back at any point in time. All right, right here, August 2021. iCar Wash, what's up, buddy? What's up? So August 2021, you got that. Obviously, you went higher, right? I'm not going to go through every single time. You probably watched this a million different times. We've looked at this channel a million different times. But when that's flashed to buy, obviously, that's been a fantastic place to buy for the long term. Now, that doesn't mean, listen, this one also doesn't mean it's going to go lower. But when I go back and I look at every buy signal, this is actually the only one that went lower like relatively shortly after, and that's because you had the pandemic. That's why we say, okay, you get a black swan event, that changes everything. If Alameda goes under, listen, like you said, there's your black swan event. That's one of those things like no one was looking at that 2 days ago. Now everyone's like genius and saying, if Alameda goes under, Bitcoin's going to go to 14K. What was your argument 2 days ago? You know what I mean? Obviously, if they go under, it's not going to be good for crypto. We know this, right? But let's go with the assumption that they don't. If they do, okay, we all know it. There's no reason to do analysis in that point. If Alameda goes under, that's not good for crypto. Let's assume that they don't. The only time that hasn't was right here in December 2019, right? Where we ended up going lower, significantly lower because of the pandemic. All the other times was a fantastic longer term place to buy, right? It's as simple as that. You go back and look, September 2016, we go back and look, January 2019, right? I mean, I'm not going to go back to all of them. 2015, all these times, right? So, hey, once again, is it all indicators are meant to be broken at some point? Could this one be? Yes, but has it been yet? Oh, come on, man. Of course the nope doesn't want to work, man. Of course it doesn't want to work. Oh, man. Lord. Let's see. This is the run for the short liquidations. Much of them are below 18K. Let's see. Buy QNT double bottom or daily going to rip again? We'll see, man. We'll see in the short term. Sam Bacon will have us fried. Of course he will, man. Sam's going to come out. Where's Sam? Where's Sam? Guys, I didn't mean to do this. I absolutely didn't mean to do this. I love crypto, okay? I told you guys, I love crypto. And I'm totally not trying to take over the whole sprays, okay? I mean very, very good for crypto. And to be quite frank, I think CZ is actually bad for crypto. I am actually good for crypto, okay? Don't believe what any of these naysayers have to say. Don't believe what any of these naysayers have to say. I'm actually good for crypto. Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the biggest channel in the interwebs. You're no good, Sam. You're no good, Sam. I'm going to come after you, and I'm going to body slam the shit out of you, bro. I'm going to body slam. Come on, Sam. Cage fight right now. Cage fight me. Cage fight me right now. It's a cage fight. I'm not going to fight you, man. All right, but, you know. Let's see. Edward Scissorhands over here. Edward Scissorhands. Let's see. Of course, we got to bring out Sam. Let's see. CZ and Elon are college buddies. Are they? I actually didn't know that. You know. Let's see. Super duper low IQ. Michael Saylor needs to be liquidated. I'm sure he does. Oh, man. Let's go check out the 1 hour chart for BTC. 20,925. So I guess we're sort of just chilling on top of the highs here. Will they hold? I mean, let's find out. Let's find out. You're not at a significant fib level. I usually like to go to, like, if you get a pullback, like a big pullback, which, I mean, this, you know, I mean, you're down about 2.6%. If you get a decent pullback in the higher term time frames, I always like to come back to at least the 0.5 retracement. Right now, that's at like 20,758. You haven't pulled back to there, but you know, at the end of the day, that's kind of where you're at. So, you know, will these highs hold? Let's see. The problem is you don't have any bullish divergence, right? You're not at a significant Fibonacci level. So in my opinion, I do think one of these gets tagged here in the short term. All right. I'd probably look at the 786, to be honest, 20,350 at the very least. And hopefully you can hold the higher low structure that we have here, right? Which is basically, you know, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And we hold that 786 retracement for the short term, you know. But we'll find out. We'll find out what we got. The 1 hour is boring when it's not moving. Look at the 1 minute. It is, man. I'm not looking at the 1 hour, the 1 minute time frame. 1 minute time frame makes people go nuts. Makes absolutely people go nuts. Holy moly. Holy guacamole, man. What a day we had going on today, man. Bitcoin looked like it was bull flagging. It was bull flagging, getting ready to go. And then CZ, I think it was right around this area. Freaking bulk. Obviously, I'm a big believer in the charts are gonna tell you, you know, the charts are basically going to tell you what's going to happen before it happens. So you can't, I'm not going to be sitting here and say that's the whole reason we're dumping, right? I mean, we basically came up to, you know, the 618 retracement, had a slight deviation back above. Yeah, was I looking for 20,000, like this red box right here? Yeah, we got pretty freaking close, right? And obviously we didn't get it all the way back up there, but there's always a reason, right, on the charts that you dump. It's not just because, you know, you got the news. Just like at the lows, right? There's always a reason why you not always a reason, but there's always on the charts, it's going to tell you that beforehand, right? I think the only thing that I could really say was, right, obviously that was a 618 retracement. The only thing you could really say was really, you know, you had some, I guess, some bearish divergence on some of these medium time frames, right? Like the 8 hour time frame had higher highs, lower highs, right? I think like the 6 hour time frame had some bearish divergence. There was some bearish divergence popping up on some of these like 6 hour, 8 hour time frames. So you got a little bit of a dumparoo. There it is, man. It's because of payday. It's because of payday. Everyone buys on Friday and then takes profits on Sunday, apparently. I guess that's what it is. Let's see. Let's see. See what you guys are saying in here. Dump today for pump tomorrow. I won't be surprised, man. Whenever everyone gets super bearish on one day, what I've seen so far, whenever everyone gets super bearish, like I said, just look at the last FOMC meeting day where people were like, oh my God, right? And then the market started to go back up. Now, I think it depends on what the DXY does until next week, right? On Friday, it had a massive rejection here, right? I mean, you got to see what the dollar does, right? The dollar is huge. You guys know my take, right? I think the euro, as long as the euro stays out of this channel and in this green box, this is the major support I'm looking for the euro. As long as the euro stays in here, okay, I don't think Bitcoin sees significant, like doesn't see lower, in my opinion, right? This is the big support level for euro, right? On the way down, as we were coming down here, we literally, before we even got down here, we said this is the point where we're looking for the euro to get a bounce. So far, so good. We broke out right at the level when we came back down here. We broke out, we back tested. A lot of it depends on what happens with this next week, right? And, you know, stock market's going to do stock market things. To be honest, Bitcoin's been not uncorrelated to the stock markets, but, you know, last week the NASDAQ was coming down, S&P was coming down, and Bitcoin was actually holding up pretty well. So, you know, obviously, today's a little bit different of a day, right? You got a little bit of not hostility. Hostility is not the right word. I shouldn't say hostility, but you got a little bit of antsiness, right? Antsiness. Because why? You wouldn't be antsy, and this is just my opinion, right? You wouldn't be antsy if you go to the charts, right? You look at, say, Matic, for example. You wouldn't be antsy right now if you were buying down here. You would only be antsy right now if you were buying up here. I'm just going to be honest, right? I try to be honest, right? So if you're antsy right now, and it's not for every single thing, but if you were buying altcoins at the lows, right? Which, I mean, at this point are still at this point up here, which you should have been taking profits on the way up, like we've been saying, you wouldn't be that antsy at this point, right? You look at this chart, okay, it's up here, cool. Doge, right? Doge chart, I mean, still at the same point, if you were buying Doge down here, you still wouldn't be that antsy, you know? Take some profits off Doge, man. It's still not a bad time to take profits on Doge, in my opinion, right? I mean, you're still significantly up from the lows, man. You're still significantly up from the lows. I mean, at this point, Doge is at a pretty critical spot, though, right? Lows, trying to flip into support again. If Doge breaks that, that can get a little dicey here in the short term for Doge, right? Especially with the news that Elon's going to sort of put away a little bit of the crypto stuff when it comes to Twitter. So the hype could have died on Doge a little bit here in the short term. So obviously we want this level to hold for Doge. You know, we definitely want that. Farts are more funny than farts. Oh, Lord. Holding Doge till $1. Hey, man, if you want to be a long-term holder, I don't see there's anything wrong with that. All right? Just don't for the short term, just don't get your hopes up that Doge is getting into $1 anytime soon, because it's not getting to $1 anytime soon. If it does, okay, hey, we're going to the moon, man. Let's go. But it's not going to go to $1 anytime soon.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
I do think it will. I'm a Doger. I think Doge will hit $1 at some point. Probably in 2 to 3 years, I'm going to be honest. But not anytime soon. Definitely not anytime soon, man. Let's see. So you guys are saying in the chat. Pedro said, shorting Mask, can you do a TA on it? I got 520. Let's check out Mask. Mask. You got it at 520, you said? Let's see. 520. Yeah, so it's trying to come back up. I mean, this is probably... Let's check what Bitcoin just showed. I mean, at this point, let's go to like the 6 hour or something like that. Yeah. Let's go a little bit more zoomed in. Yeah, so I mean, you got the first hit to the upside. You obviously shorted from 520. So probably this... Get out of here, Magnet. Get out of here, man. From 520. Yeah, so I'm assuming you shorted on the second retest here, which is good. You always want to short the second hit to the highs, not the first hit. All right, so you got the first hit. You retraced. You hit again. Took these wicks. So, I mean, at this point, man, I think short-term alts, I would say alts are going to follow BTC, and be careful with the alts, because if Bitcoin wants to bounce from this level here, right? I mean, because you do have a red vector candle here. Always remember that. Alts could just get a quick shoot back up just to shoot right back down, you know? So, I mean, right now, I mean, let's see. Let's look down here. Let's look down here on the daily time frame real quick. So, yeah, I mean, just look at it right here, right? I think it's logical for this one to retest this area. Support here. Support. Support. Before dumping through. I think it's logical, just looking at the chart, that this comes back down and to test this area around here. Around like 344, you know? So, around 344, that's probably what I'd look at there. And, you know, at this point, you know, obviously depending on what Bitcoin does. Like, it always depends on what Bitcoin does, man. You know, at the end of the day. Now, this thing's completely overbought. So, I would not be putting long positions in here, right? I mean, look at the daily RSI. 92, yeah. No long positions there. The time to buy was down here, right? Now you're looking for shorts or take profit areas up here. So I'd be looking for 350. That could be a good point for a swing long back up to the upside. But in the meantime, we wait. We wait.
Let's see.
Don't worry, Elon will buy Twitter again. Elon will buy Twitter. Come on, man. Buy Twitter. Buy Twitter. Will Doge pump ever again? Doge has pumped so many times, man. Of course Doge will pump again. My opinion. I think most people think Doge will pump again at some point. If they think crypto is going to go up again at some point. You know? Let's see. I'm watching the 1 minute channel. Is you the guy that always watches the 1 minute channel, man? You're always watching the 1 minute channel. Let's go to the 1 minute channel real quick. Let's get a little hot and juicy. The hot and juicy. Let's see. The 1 minute channel. You do get a little 1 minute channel. We can watch this. Let's get a little 1 minute channel action on. Boop, bop, boop and bop. There we go. There we go. Ah. Let's see. Elon will pump Doge in the future. Can you take into account the SBF FUD? Yeah, I mean, Sol got hit pretty hard today. Obviously, SBF or FTX, big into Sol. So I think that's, I mean, obviously that's a big reason why they just got absolutely hammered back to the downside. They had a pretty good last 2 days, to be fair, right? I mean, with the 30 to almost $40 there in 2 days. So they got a massive rejection. A lot of it has to do with, I think they got hit the hardest because of the SBF stuff, you know? So here you are. You retrace to the 50 EMA. Will it hold? It depends on BTC here in the short term, you know? It really, really does. It really, really, really does. It does. I would say for the short term, we watch this sort of uptrending support, you know? Which puts you right at that 50 EMA, right? Somewhere around 3160. If that breaks, obviously, you kind of lost trend, and then you kind of like, you know, you come back down and you back test the green box again. Man, you could definitely retest the green box again, man. You definitely could. The green box, where I bet if we go down there again, it's going to be the same thing. You know, it's going to be everyone gets bearish right in the green box again, and we sort of do it all over again, you know. But what, I mean, I wouldn't say that's guaranteed at this point, but you know, you definitely want to hold trend here in the short term, you know. You definitely want to hold trend there. Definitely want to hold trend. No fear and greed ads? Oh, I got you. Let's refresh a little bit. Let's refresh. See what we got. Should have some crazy ones here. We got some t-shirts. We're at a 33. 33 on the fear. 33. So we're getting almost clumped up again. It's just crazy. I mean, I guess it still makes sense. You're still in fearful levels, but you're back at a 33 after going to a 40 yesterday, man. Come on. We were almost in neutral. We were in the yellow, and we dumped back down, man. Holy moly. We're going to get another one of the I am George. We're all George. Guys, today, the fear and greed index looks like it's about to get ready to get clumped up again at the lows, all right? And when the fear and greed index is clumped up, back down below a 30, that's usually when the market bounces. Okay, so we got to watch this fear and greed index. It's at getting pretty low. Wait for it to get clumped up, and then we go up from the clumped up level. Okay. Well, we got some rush order tees coming in here. Some rush order t-shirts. Holy moly, man! This is different than the what is it? The True Classic tees from back in the day. Holy moly, man! No True Classic tees today. Of course, there's fear. Listen, you guys know me. I'm not a big fan of, by the way, Bitcoin's breaking from this channel back down. So let's go over here. We have retraced that 786 retracement now. So let's see what we got going on here. The 786 retracement has gotten tagged, at least for the short-term 786 retracement. Let's see what we got. This is the short-term 786. I care more about the 4-hour one, which is over here, which this one says that you got a little bit more downside here, at the very, very least, at least to the 0.5. But I would say the 786, at this point for the short term, the 786 retracement looks the most plausible at this point. Just from kind of where it is, right? You come down to that 786, right? You try to hold that upward sloping trend line. You'll probably have some bullish divergence there, some higher highs, lower lows on the RSI, right? You got the 786 retracement. So you should have a lot of confluence there, and We'll kind of watch it, man. We'll watch it as it goes down. All right, we'll watch it together. We'll hold hands, man. You want to hold hands? Let's do it. Let's do it, man. I think everyone needs to hold each other's hands right now. Come on. Come on. Hold each other's hands, guys. No, Timmy, you guys know my take. Hold on. We'll do a little happy clap here. Render, please. We'll do altcoins a little bit, man. Listen, altcoins, guys, altcoins are gonna follow Bitcoin here in the short term, right? So I think it's important we find a place for Bitcoin, and then altcoins will do their thing. All right. On days like this, when you're sort of getting a lot of fear and a lot of fear coming to the market, right? And you see Bitcoin coming down, altcoins are gonna follow Bitcoin. All right, they're gonna do whatever Bitcoin's gonna do. Right? I mean, I don't see any that will make a really exception to that. Some of them are actually up, but which is funny. But right now, Bitcoin's at the 786 retracement on the 1 hour time frame, and we watch very, very carefully here as we kind of get along here. No, you guys know my take on the fear and greed. I'm not a big fan of the fear and greed index. There's many times there's fear. I'm more of just looking at Reddit, looking at Twitter, seeing what people are saying, and taking my sentiment analysis that way. Especially Reddit, because Reddit is very emotional onto both sides. Very emotional both sides. And this weekend there was some very interesting. I was sort of browsing in there. What was it? I forget which day it was, but I was browsing in there and I was kind of looking. I was like, I wanted to see what everyone was saying in there. And holy moly, man, it's a cesspool of it's pretty bad in there. It's pretty bad. I'll show you guys the post tomorrow though. I don't have it up on me today. Check total crypto market cap on the charts. I got you. Crypto total market cap is right here, man. So last week we did get the close above the 20-week moving average, right? And here's going to be the test, right? And I know everyone's bearish today. I get it. You can't change that, right? The only thing that'll change that is a green candle tomorrow. Then everyone will be bullish again. And would that surprise me at all? I'm going to be honest, no. If Bitcoin bounces back up tomorrow, I bet everyone in here will be bullish again. All right? I'm just saying. People's sentiment switches on the dime. But here's the deal. Here's the big test, right? Will total market cap continue up here, right? Because we sort of said, okay, when the 20-week moving average comes down, 200-week moving average comes up, we did get the full body close above the 20-week when these things happen, right? And you look down here at the weekly RSI, which, it closed right at, it's so annoying, man. It closed right at the weekly resistance level on the sort of big falling channel here on sort of the RSI and the weekly. That's freaking annoying, man. But yeah, we have to wait another week to see, right? And man, the market likes to tease you like that. But you got I wouldn't say you got rejected, but you closed right at there, and you closed above the 20 weeks. So once again, right? Last time that happened was down here, where you did have a few weeks of kind of uncertainty, right? Little wicks and small little weekly candles. Didn't know what it wants to do, and all of a sudden you get that pump back up. So once again, this is decision time. Will it play out like it did in the past, or will it not play out like it did in the past? That's what we have to wait and see, right? But we were there, and you're waiting, and we gotta have patience going to tomorrow. You know, gotta have patience. Did anyone see altcoin daily? I didn't see altcoin daily, and hell no, my guys. What do you think about Georgia's carnivore diet? Oh, it's a good idea, but it's not very sustainable for most people. You have to be super dedicated to do that. It's not sustainable for most people, man. Because if you just eat meat and like fats, you're gonna be hungry, man. You're gonna be hungry because carbs are what, at least for me, what fills me up is carbs, right? And if I just eat chicken and freaking avocado, or chicken and peanuts and shit like that, it's very hard to be full. Very hard to be full. So it's not for everyone, but that it can work. It can work. It definitely can. I'm more of just, okay, I could eat 2,500 calories a day, and I want to lose weight. Let's eat less than 2,500 calories a day. That's my take. I mean, everyone tries to make it super difficult. Just eat less calories than your body needs. You'll lose weight. Okay? It's a fact. It's literally a scientific fact. Anyone who disagrees with that, yeah, I mean, it's just not true. It's just not true at all. Jordan is on a chicken tikka diet. Hey, man, I would totally be on a chicken tikka diet. That's actually that's a terrible carnivore diet. Terrible carnivore diet. Let's see. Tezen said this sucks. This sucks? What, crypto dumping right now sucks? Yeah. No potty stream today, man. We chilling today. Just sugar every day? You could do that. That's the easiest thing to do. Just eat less food. Wait, it's that simple? It is. I can't lose weight. Just eat less food. You don't need to do this like, know this, know that, only this, only that. No, bro, you can eat cheeseburgers every day and still lose weight. You just can only eat, maybe 2 or 3 cheeseburgers. All right, so we got wait, that wasn't even the daily close. The daily close was like an hour ago. What is this? What is this BS, man? The broccoli diet? Broccoli diet sounds horrible, man. Horrible. All right, what do we got going on? What do we got going on for some alts? Some alts, I mean, alts are alts. Guys, altcoins are going to follow BTC. So for everyone asking for altcoins today, all right, they're going to follow BT Sizzle, man. Watch the BTC chart, right? Drunk Bear said, how quickly people forget we are still higher than a few days ago. Yeah, I mean, guys, based off what I've seen the last couple weeks, everyone will probably, listen, do I know what's going to happen tomorrow? No. But based off what's happened the last couple weeks, everyone will probably be bullish again tomorrow. So, based off what I've seen, Do I know that for a fact? No. But that's what I've seen. All right. Let's see what we got going on here, man. Let's see what we got going. Can't believe it's 8 o'clock already. Holy moly. Today's going by quick. It's going by quick today. What's the stock market's doing today? I'm sure I see the DXY is up, so I'm sure that the stock markets are down slightly here. Let's see what we got going on here on the 1 hour time frame. All right, nothing really crazy going on here. Looks like they're trying to actually come up. Obviously, do I care about what's happening with the stock markets right now? No. I think more importantly what happened, what they look like in the morning, right? They started off red, then now they're trying to come up a little bit, but nothing crazy, right? Nothing crazy. Really, it's like you look at the NASDAQ going into next week. The NASDAQ's at an interesting spot, right? Because the NASDAQ came all the way back down to test the lows again, right? And what do we know about last time? And you guys know my famous saying. People don't like my saying, but it is what it is. Respect support until it breaks. Respect support until it breaks. We'll say it one more time. Respect support until it breaks. If this breaks, okay, cool. Then that's the time. But the worst time to get bearish is when things are at support. Okay, support. We'll see where we end up tomorrow on sort of the NASDAQ and the S&P, which I think is also S&P is up a little bit higher here. So the S&P has a little bit downside if it wants to come retest. But the NASDAQ sitting right at the previous lows. If we break, okay, then we're probably going to be looking for the 786 down here. But we haven't broken yet, my friends. So I know it's not the most popular thing to say is don't get bearish at support, but don't get bearish at support, man. It is what it is. That doesn't really apply for Bitcoin because Bitcoin's not really at, I guess I shouldn't say isn't at support, but it technically is at support. But on the daily time frame, which I care more about, it's not really at a support level exactly right now. So that's kind of the deal for the stock market this week. Respect the chart. It only works on, let's see. Reader said the VIX. Let's look at the VIX. The VIX. Let's see the VIX. Yes, so the VIX typically comes down to this trend line. And it doesn't always have to come to this trend line, but if you look at since 2021, right? This is the VIX, right? And as this comes down, you usually see good things for the markets as this comes down. If you just look at where the VIX is and what it's done the past year during the bear market, I mean, it seems to be a pretty continuous pattern, right? Which is up to these highs. That's when the market sort of tops, okay? Or that's when the market bottoms, I'm sorry. And then comes back down, and that's when the market tops. Comes back up, that's when the market bottoms, tops, right? And here you are, right? I mean, and if you just look at it from a basic, let's not do anything crazy. You just look at this very basic standpoint. This shows that this has more downside, which in theory would mean that assets have more upside. Doesn't have to happen that way, okay? There could be a point where this time is different, if you know what I mean. But, here we kind of are. Here we are, and we sort of wait and see. We sort of wait and see, my friends. But, I mean, they're obviously, from the bearish scenario, you could obviously see something like this, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. You're right at that left shoulder neckline. You pop back up. So this will be an interesting point right here on the VIX, right? Obviously, I know a lot of people are waiting for a major candle up on the VIX because that signals that the stock market usually bottoms when you get that major spike. We haven't seen that major spike yet. So I know a lot of people are waiting for that VIX spike. But the thing is, at some point, are they not going to do? Sort of. Are you not going to do? At some point, are they not going to do that major spike up on the VIX? Because everyone's looking for that. I don't know. And we'll have to wait and see. You never know. You never freaking know. You don't. 15 straight red days, it's a fact. Hey, if it's 15, why can't it be 16, right? No, I get your point, though. I get your point, right? It probably needs a breather to the upside. But, I'm just looking at where it goes in the past, which is usually down here in this trend line coming up. So that's what I'm looking at. James said the charts never lie. I would say I'm a pretty big believer in that charts never lie too. Like if you ever look at a dump and you look at it in hindsight, like you might not catch why, but there's always a reason why it did in sort of hindsight, And you don't always catch it, right? No one's perfect. Especially because he loves Costa. I do love Costa, man. I do. I definitely love Costa, man. I got nothing against Costa. Hey, maybe Costa one day goes to the moon. I don't know. But I myself will not be buying Costa. That is all I have to say about that. Maybe one day it goes to the moon, though. That would be awesome. That would be literally freaking awesome. Get ready for a bunch of Gareth Soloway interviews tomorrow. I mean, I'm pretty sure Gareth Soloway was bullish too at the time, Which I mean, right now Bitcoin's coming down, but like, I think people are getting a little bit too antsy on this move now at the current moment. I get that there's FUD, but I'm also looking at okay, this is crypto FUD. This is not general market FUD. All right, so if the DXY wants to come down next week, okay, or continue down next week, listen, crypto will probably hold up. So I mean, It all depends on a lot of different things, you know? It all depends on a lot of different things. I think people are overreacting this again, okay, for a day. We always know people overreact to things, okay? I look at this and I say, okay, when was the FOMC meeting? FOMC meeting was right here. Bitcoin dumped for a day and then popped right back up, all right? So I got to say, I think there's a slight overreaction at the moment. Obviously, if Almeida gets crushed, listen, man. If Almeida gets crushed, okay, that's not going to be good, right? But I'm going to go under the standpoint that they're not going to do that because, you know, I think, I mean, I could say, okay, Satoshi's going to sell his Bitcoin tomorrow. Do I know? No. He could, though, you know, so that's the standpoint I'm going. I think people are overreacting just a little bit today. As long as Bitcoin stays above 20K, I am not going to, or I mean, if it really, I'm not really going to panic anyway, wherever it goes. But, you know, as long as it stays above 20K, which is the previous daily highs, nothing's really changed. We're just kind of just chilling in a little channel to me, you know. Defend the higher low. Hopefully we can. We'll see. BTC looks like it's going to continue down for another day if you look at the MACD. Swords and Shields defend the higher low. The higher low is coming in all the way over here. So, I mean, the higher low could be all the way down at like 20,370 or something like that, right? It could be all the way back down there, man. So we have, I mean, that could be tomorrow. We have to wait for that. So the Swords and Shields, I mean, we could do the Swords and Shields going into tomorrow. We could. I think we need it for the nighttime, guys. You never know what happens in the night. You could wake up to Bitcoin at any price. I won't be surprised at any price for Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So tonight, here we go. Come on. Bitcoin's going to 10K. Here we go.
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
For tonight, here we go, man. Bull. No, not to say bulls, but crypto legends. The people who love crypto, this is our time to fight back. SBF, that son of a bitch, has screwed us. CZ has done something where he knew was going to dump the market. We must fight back now against these traders. We must fight back. No, CZ's not a trader. CZ's not a trader. I'm being a little dramatic. We must fight back against these guys, or against SBF. SBF is trying to steal our goats. He's trying to steal our crypto. He's trying to steal our freedom. So spam the swords. Spam the shields in the chat. We cannot give up now. Who would that make us? That would make us a bunch of bitches. A bunch of pussies. A bunch of people who panic over news. Do not panic over the news. Fight! We will go down with the Oh, man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Oh, man. Every day that goes by in this bear market, it becomes harder to be the Viking because less and less people get pumped every time. You know? Holy Lord. John, what's going on, buddy? What's going on? Sam stole my cucumbers. SBF is sitting there like, why are you going to fight him as me, bro? I'm just a nerd. I didn't do anything wrong. Hey, Tether, can you print another 1 billion so we can prop up FTT? Yeah, print another 1 billion Tether right now. We're going to prop up FTT with that. Thanks. I'll pay you back later. Oh, man. All right. I didn't see a single Viking in the chat. Oh, man. I really want to show you. It's on my phone, though. It's on my damn phone. I got to show you guys tomorrow. Just the absolute agony that people are in right now. And I'm not saying like people like are, oh my god, like people are going homeless. My point is like people are you'll see tomorrow. It's a pretty good read. It's a good read, man. It's almost like the YouTube comment section. All right. So, yeah. I guess I'll save some of this stuff for other days. I had some other stuff I want to look at today, but today just seems like the watch Bitcoin come down a little bit today. Let me put this back up to where it was before. There we go. There we go. Let's just get this back to the 786. There we go. Let's watch the 4-hour chart. Really, the 4-hour chart is what I care about. You know? So I'm watching obviously the first one's 0.5 fib at 20,762. You know, I'm really watching the 786 though. The 786 seems like the most logical area here. If Bitcoin wants to bounce here. Excuse me. SBF meet reminds me a lot of the Bob. Reminds me a lot of Bob. A lot of Bobby. Does he? Bob's freaking going nuts right now, man. No, hold on. What's going on right now? What is this? We were bullish yesterday. What happened? Let me check Twitter. What the hell? CZ dumped? But CZ's a good guy. Let's see why. Oh, Sam Bankman-Fried. This guy is a fraud. Who is this guy? How am I going to afford my hay? I FOMO'd in Bitcoin at 22K. What am I going to do? I can't afford anything. You will afford nothing and you will like it, horse guy. What? Sam Bankman-Fried. Freaking horse guy, man. Oh, Lord. Lordy. Freaking horse guy. Let's see. Bart Simpson on the 15-minute. Bart Simpson on the 15-minute. It kind of is, man. Woo! It kind of is. Let's see what the rest of the market's doing today, man. Oh, lordy. What is that? Is the horse fella Italian? He is Italian, man. I'm Italian, so that's why I have an accent. You know, I fake the sort of New England accent here. I don't even think I have an accent. I fake that accent though. My real accent is like this. What's going on, guys? It's Jordan. I like some pizza. Oh, a robe. Horse guy always gets me laughing so hard. Yo, is it Sunday? Yes, Jeff, it is Sunday. Yes, it is the weekly close. That's my true accent. In case you didn't know, my friends. But, you know, would you guys actually watch me if my accent was like that every day? Probably not. People only like British accents, you know? Because British accents make you sound smarter for some reason. It's actually kind of true. And do you know why British people have that accent? It's because back in the days, right, it actually was because they were trying to sound smarter. It's a fact. Go look it up. Is FTT going to do a Luna? Who knows, man? We'll find out. Did Gala get hacked or something? No. Gala's actually up in the last hour. No, Gala didn't do anything. Gala basically, something happened with the dev team, and they were trying to do something, and something got messed up, but it got bought back up. So that was kind of a nothing burger at the end of the day. Sound like a developer? I watched you twice with that accent? Twice? Holy moly. PJ said no, he wouldn't watch me with that accent. Let's see. Did Maddox get nuked? It's kind of just chilling. It's not really getting nuked. What's people's definition of a nuke? My definition of a nuke is like things are dropping 10%. That's a nuke, you know? You could say Maddox actually up in the last hour. You know? Litecoin. Why is Litecoin pumping, man? Why is Litecoin pumping, bro? Look at Litecoin, man. Hey, Litecoiners. Here you go. Let's get a pump song going for Litecoin, man. Hey. Come on, Litecoin. Never thought I would root for Litecoin here, but here I am. Rooting for Litecoin to get a pump. Come on, man. They stopped measuring things in feet and fingers, so probably smarter. True, man. True. Hey, the U.S. always wants to do things weird. I don't know. That's one thing I agree with. Literally, the U.S. always wants to do things like different because they always want to be different. I mean, especially nowadays. Holy shit. Holy shit. Listen, I'm American, but Americans always want to do things different. It's ridiculous. It's almost over the top at this point. But yeah, look at Litecoin, man. We'll see if it continues. Will it continue up? I mean, it really depends. Look at BTC right now. BTC dumping, Litecoin coming up. Very interesting. Interesting. I mean, Litecoin's been performing pretty well for quite a while now. Everyone in FOMO went to Litecoin. Imagine if Litecoin just went to the moon for no reason. No, but I don't expect this to continue. If Bitcoin doesn't continue up, I don't expect Litecoin to continue up here. Really, I think you want to see Bitcoin hold the 786 here. If it doesn't, Litecoin's probably coming right back down. Right back down. Sol. Litecoin halving is approaching. That makes sense. That makes sense. Litecoin's carrying the market. Imagine. That would be nuts. That would be absolutely nuts. Yeah, Litecoin's been going nuts. Look at this. Boop. What was the last Litecoin halving? I'll have to go back and look and see what happened in the last Litecoin halving, you know? Just moved all my BNB into Litecoin. True. George will be happy. Oh, I think George hates Litecoin. George hates Litecoin more than me. I don't hate Litecoin. I just look at the Litecoin versus other crypto charts and don't see the point in investing in Litecoin. Yeah, it's going up right now. That's cool. But you know, the only really thing I have to do is I have to do this. Let's look at LTC ETH. Okay. And let's zoom out. Gee, it's been holding up pretty well lately. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. But when I look at LTC ETH, this is what I see. Now, at some point, could Litecoin go to the moon? Yeah, it could. It could. But I'll probably be looking like this, waiting for it, you know? Probably in 2030, Litecoin finally outpaced Ethereum for 1 month. You know? But hey, it's killing it right now. So I got to give it credit. It is absolutely killing it. So shout out to the Litecoiners out there. You guys are killing it right now. Absolutely killing it. Let's get rid of this since that got nullified there. Litecoin Back to the Future. Let's see. Futures look like dog shit for tomorrow. Let's see. Let's see. I actually see. They're down a little bit. Always wait till the morning though. You know, I would say before you judge futures, always look at the morning time. You know, and also like for the same point, like on Friday, right? You saw the DXY dump 2%. Is it unlikely after you get a 2% dump on the DXY that you see a retrace back up? No, it's not. So just like last Monday, I think last Monday was bearish. I'm pretty sure. What was last Monday? Last Monday was it actually tells me the dates here. Nice. Yeah, last Monday was here, right? It was obviously super bearish, right? And then obviously from there, I mean, you kind of went sideways for a day. You dumped on the FOMC meeting, then you popped back up, right? Mondays, like you see this Monday right here, Bitcoin was coming up. Monday was red, pops back up. So it seems like Mondays seem to be kind of the opposite of what's going to happen next. Just basically, this one it pumped, right? It pumped on the Monday and then ended up dumping. So Mondays can be a little bit iffy, you know? Definitely can be a little bit iffy. Little bit, just a little bit, just a freaking little bit. I think the only problem I see in the charts at the moment, and this is strictly based off the charts. The only problem I see is we came back up. So basically, the whole reason I was looking for 21.7, not the whole reason, but you know, obviously sentiment was a big reason, and you had this big daily vector candle right here, which we came up and took, so that's taken there. The problem I see lower is, and I don't want to see 1 hour vector candles, 4 hour vector candles. I don't care about those. But when I see one on the daily, you know, when I see this right here, just like I saw this one up here, I say, okay, you got this one down here, and they're going to bring it back down to these levels down here. That's the question that we have. Based off history, at some point, probably. You know, does it have to be now? No. It could be a couple weeks from now. But, you know, you still got this one right here, which leads me to believe at some point that they'll bring it back down to these levels again, which is fine. I mean, until you... Okay, and then what's going to happen? Everyone's going to call for a low again, and then it's going to be, you know, over and over and over again. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Joe, what do you think about the inverse head and shoulders on forming on the DXY? The inverse head and shoulders forming on the DXY. The inverse head and shoulders. You talking about something like this? Left, head, right, back up. I mean, it's a little bit sloppy. I mean, I would say that the left shoulder it almost comes down to the head. I mean, you could certainly make that case too. And you could certainly make the case that the DXY is just making a big bull flag. You know, obviously time will tell. Time will tell. To me, nothing's really changed. I mean, it's funny because 2 days ago we were at this price. Everyone was partying like the USA, right? I mean, you had this massive, giant candle up here. Right here, 2 days ago, or I should say 3 days ago, literally on Friday, everyone was partying right at this level right here. Now we're coming down, which, I mean, you really look at the daily chart. I mean, it's kind of noise at this point, but, you know, now we're at this level right here, and now it's doom and gloom. You know, it's literally so funny, man. Saturday and Sunday, basically nothing, or basically Friday night into Saturday, basically nothing happened. And then now it's doom and gloom at the same spot where we were at on Friday. You know, and that's why I don't like to overreact to the short-term time frames. I'm going to wait for daily closes. The 1 hour time frame doesn't matter to me. The 4 hour time frame really doesn't even matter to me. I want to wait to see what the daily looks like tomorrow. You know, that's really it. Like, it's okay. You got this red candle here on Sunday. Cool. You know, once again, would I be surprised if everyone gets bullish tomorrow? No, I wouldn't be at all. I would not be at all. Obviously, always comes down to the head. It always comes down to the head, Kennedy. You know what's going on. You know what's going on, buddy. Let's see. Triple bearish div on the weekly for this DXY. That's going to dump hard at one moment. At some point it will, yeah. At some point it will, yeah. You know? Definitely. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call a stream today. To be honest, you know, okay, we're coming back down. I think right now you're just going to see a lot of just FUD and just a lot of trolls and stuff like that. Like, which is cool. Like, if you think the price is going to go down, that's cool. But obviously, if you're bullish 2 days ago and now you're bearish, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. So let's see what happens tomorrow on the Bitcoin price. All right, on the Bitcoin price, and we'll regroup at 9:45 tomorrow. Right. So everyone enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Let's see where Bitcoin ends up, man. Like I said, I've seen Bitcoin do crazy things. Would I be surprised to see everyone bullish again tomorrow at some point? No, I wouldn't be. Doesn't mean that we're going to. No, but I wouldn't be surprised. So catch you later. Peace out, and hey. Don't do anything I want to do. Don't panic sell your crypto. And most of all, don't panic sell your crypto. And guys, do some como sa, man. Bitcoin's at 20,860. You guys were all jerking off to this price 2 days ago, okay? Including me. So, chill, man. Chill, right? 20K. That's the previous daily highs. Chill. Breathe a little bit. Do some como sa. All right? I could stay here all day. We could do a breathing session together if you guys want. All right, guys. I'll see you at 9:45 tomorrow. All right? Peace out. Peace.